So this is July 16th, which on the Gregorian calendar, 7 is the month, 16 is the day, and it's year CRT 2020 on this visage, VISAGE, just for crystal clear clarity. I put up same route, same day. I don't know how to pronounce it in Germano, in Tedesco, for Italiano, the spoken. I don't know how you all explain. However, the way that my English works, with or without dexterity, is it's white. First of all, for me, it's not supposed to be spoken. This is something that NICKLAUS speaks, but being that I'm in dire straits, DIRESTRAIGHTS, almost like a straight jacket that Houdini used in his greatest, like, defeating death campaigns in the year of whenever.
Hello.
What do you need, Anthony? I'm busy. Fucking Christ, it's like the fucking piranhas at, like, antennae, remote controls, like, moving shit, like, where I don't need them at the moment. Anyway, the Weit Weg, I think is what we used to call it, because it's we, and it's the IT, and then it's the we, meaning me and Nicklaus, the two gods, the big G, the big capital capitulate G, the one, the center of the universe for which all is built around. Yeah, okay, so that is the one interactive universal remote, all area, space, and time. That would be how the pair is paired. Weit Weg, in German is WEITWEG. The machine translation, MACHINE, is far space, FARSPACE. Now, far being like expansive, like it's a big, kind of like we said with the accordion, ACCORDIAN, the instrument, INSTRUMENT. When we went out before this life, before we came to second skin, we traveled the old country, especially where they use the accordion and the polka, POLKA. We even gifted GIFTED. We asked for a document, we brought demonstration, and then whoever, like you leave it for them, because I don't want to travel with all these things. So anyway, teach them how to use it, whatever. So it's like the billows, BILLOWS. In Scotland, they have the bagpipes, BAGPIPES. Some Alba Scots don't get along with some of the old world traditional inland Europeans, Western Europeans, let's just say. I don't know what that might be, but whatever. I'm just a floating representative that doesn't speak ill of anybody except the management that's in clear sight of doesn't give a shit and is not doing the right fucking thing. That's one person who has one son, who has one husband, who has 2 grandchildren. As Diana Prince, that would be myself. Wonder Woman, oh my god. Right, yeah, that's what happens when you own the edges of time and space. So, on repair work, RAPIAIR, WORK. There, I was going through my memories last night, and apparently a visionary, VISIONARY, is how we explain it. I was having a vision last night, kind of like walking 2 worlds at once is how I explain it when I really don't have to normally, but whatever. So the vision was, it was the moment that NICKLAUS and I were pulled into Levitate space for repair, R-E-P-A-I-R-L-E-V, Lev-I-A-T-E-S-P-A-C-E. He and I were fully clothed. It was myself in the infamous outfit, which is the black tank top and the white jeans, and his white, plain white tee, the button down with the collar, and his blue jeans, Jeans, B-L-U-E, with his brown leather square toe short shoes. Like, they don't go up on the ankle, they go down. I don't know. I mean, he says they're casual. They look pretty dressy to me, but I live in Fleabag, so I don't know. But whatever. So, he and I were just hanging out. We call it, I call it apparate, A-P-P-O-R-A-T-E, at the edges of time and space, E-D-G-E-S-P-A-C-E, just to get away from, like, all area shitbag skinned humans that keep trying to trace, track, manipulate, break down, steal, and whatnot shit from the two of us, who have to protect ourselves, since there's not one human that's been successful at keeping us together or secret or safe. And now there's real problems in territory that we needed help with from, I don't know, like a couple of good people. And everybody else keeps waiting for others to step up. Fucking morons. I tell you, it's gonna be a rude awakening when you fucking come to the River Styx and him and I are sitting there levitating going like, right, yeah, here's what we got for you. So, if you even get that much. Alright, so here, he and I are at the edges of space, and he's hitting on me because I am in La La Land. I'm just sitting there looking out at blank, dark space by myself. And he asks if he can sit next to me. And I say, of course you can. I said, and of course I smile because I looked up at his face, not expecting such a handsome figure. And then he sits down next to me. And then, right, I was quiet. I didn't know what to say. Going through my registry in anatomics that work semi-like machines, I suppose, and are in home space because we need to fix the main component of the female version because we have too many fucking pieces of shit humans on machines and erasing memories and diagnostic codes that they don't know what they mean, but they are very important to the rest of humanity to keep people safe, and equipment working like humans. And the air that you breathe. I would not touch things that you don't know what they mean, stupid human. So anyway, so him and I are sitting there levitating in just dark, blank space. And it looks like we're sitting and kind of like holding our like knee like this, like just like looking out at like whatever. Nothing there. As far as the human eye can pick up and see. I don't believe infrared or any of the other detectors can go out and see anything because there isn't anything in the expansions of deep dark space, but whatever. That him and I are able to breathe in and live in just fine with skin, not unlike the rest of you all. When we have to hide from you, have a private conversation, and some repair work. So I'm sitting there and he says, so you're married? And I said to him, no, I'm divorced. And he says, really? And he says, do you have any kids? And I said, yeah, I got 3. And it went through the stock blog, STOCKBLOG, of diagnostic codes, DIAGONSTICCODE, of where my persona and my newborn second skin had actually traveled through up until that moment for my husband, and why we aren't together, and why the system is breaking down elsewhere, and why it's increasingly more dangerous. usually that means urgency, but you humans, this round, this turn-up bunch, not so smart. There was the last 2 versions of you. Alright, so we've got him and I sitting there, and so then he asked me what happened. I said, I got pregnant, whatever. I was like, so I stayed until I couldn't take it anymore. And I mean, it was the literal whole thing of what I went through, and like, how am I going to explain this to him? It was kind of a casual conversation, and nobody gives a shit, and him and I just want to be together, and like really didn't want to go through that, but there's no anger between the 2 of us. We just want affinity with one another and lose the rest of fucking humans. So, there we are in a moment. Would I yell and scream and pull my hair out and scream, where are you? No. That's kind of the stupid fucking human woman would do. I'm not one of them. I'm kind of extra spatial, extra special. Being the center of his universe, my universe, and the cosmic whatever. Aerospace program. So, him and I are sitting there, and then he says, that's an interesting way to put it. You, like, mad or anything? And I'm like, no, why would I be mad? I'm just fucking disappointed. Like, this is like, I really didn't need to go through any of that. I was like, there's no point. And I said, you know what I really feel like? I said, I really feel like I'm, like, washed up. I was like, I don't know. I just feel like all of my youth is gone. All of, like, my children are gone. Like, I didn't want kids with more than one man and whatever. I was like, I honestly feel like a thin plastic bag. ThinPlastic BAG. I was like, one of the ones, like, you know, the grocery store, like the checkout line, GROCERY LINE, and he's like, not really. He's like, but right, I think maybe. And I was like, all right. I was like, well, kind of looks like a paper lantern, maybe. I was like, I feel like a thin plastic bag that caught the wind. Actually, caught the wind with both handles. Right, I was holding both handles. I caught the wind, and then a gust. I would CAUGHTTHEWIND with 2 TWOHANDLES, and then the wind WIND gust GUST, and ripped RIPED the THEBAG bag out of my hands and just took off. TOOKOFF. I was like, that's what I feel like. And he says, that sounds like, I think he said it sounds like a firework. FIREWORK. I go, a firework? I was like, oh. I was like, is that a reference? I mean, I was like, is that a reference to that song? And he's like, it might be. And I'm like, oh. I was like, actually, that one I know. That's Katy Perry. KATYPERRY. I didn't say it in the moment because my diagnostic code didn't bring it up on my register. However, it's spelled FORE-NI-CAT, which is, he's number 4, FORE for me, and I'm his cat, but Katie being KATY, Perry being the radio pipes, the voice on the, she's the over divinely inspired by our universal build between the 2 of us and our unique situation. She's like the divinely inspired artist who gets to make all the money and like captivate the audiences about our real lyrical genius problem put in some kind of words. So like the good whatever that might be living around same time as us could actually like help us out. So, and then I said, I said, I want to almost say it's a lantern, but I think they light the lanterns and put them up where they hide the good china in like a good luck ceremony. There's none of that. Nothing's good luck and none of them are good.